This is Gaylord Oklahoma Memorial in Norman. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the Oklahoma Sooners. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Checking in with the Gamecocks head coach before the game. He is concerned going to an environment like this. One of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Sooners ready to kick it away first. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fuller. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Defender got caught, little handsy with that jersey, and it'll cost him. First and 10. Looking for a crease. It's Fuller. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Run inside. It's Fuller. Snowed under by the defense.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
From the gun on third down, Sellers. Firing to the right, complete. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
I don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, look at it matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the first down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with the football in his hands after he catches it. Nice job by the QB. Nice job by the running back.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, to say that this guy was unblockable in their last game is definitely an understatement. He was living in the opponent's backfield, and he does it again very early in this one, David. And I know he was a guy this offensive line and this coaching staff were concerned about, and early on, they don't have an answer for him.
I'm about to say that they still have the concerns because, geez, early on, he's in the backfield right away.
He'll take a shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. The Gamecocks spin the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Now here's Sellers. He's going to run it inside the 35. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
You have got to have pass rushing lane integrity when you face this quarterback. On third down, someone gets out of his gap right up the middle. It's easy for the quarterback to see. He just tucks it and takes off and picks up the first down.
Running inside, it's McAllister. Got a little grass. Running through contact. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
The Gamecocks will have it 1st and 10. Right back to the well. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
This defense is going to have to do a better job slowing down the run. We've seen twice now in this opening drive. This guy break one. And so this defense has to do a better job at the point of attack, and their D coordinator probably is already himself. Do I have to get another guy in the box to slow this guy down?
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. And the Gamecocks trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, South Carolina.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Strong run and a pickup of 5 out to the 15.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
They'll keep it on the ground. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Maybe a crease. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down.
I tell you got to have great timing on these out routes, and the QB and receiver had that. Quarterback put it right out in front of him. Receivers just got to be able to make the play.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Under fire. Snagged out of the air. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Such a great job by the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means 3rd and long. 3rd and long, now I go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And that ball is caught. One hand grab.
Oh, it's a highlight-type catch. Big throw down the field. And how about my guy going up and stabbing it with one hand? That was beautiful.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And those are the ones you just want to pull it back in as soon as you throw it as a quarterback, because you know he was open, I had him, I just put too much underneath it and missed out on a big play.
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
And it's so fun to have that trump card, right? Like, it's almost like playing a video game with this guy. When you got a big tight end that can make plays, that gets open, that feels those soft spots in the zones, 3rd downs, money downs, the tight end is always open, especially with that big body. He finds him, and he gets the 1st down.
He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Quarterback making checks. To the air, it's Mateer. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Into the end zone for 6. Extra point here will tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. That kicker took a nasty-looking shot, and that personal foul goes against the defense. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Throwing Sellers. They're working that left side. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. Entertaining 1st quarter, and we are all locked up after 1 as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the 1st. Let's see who gets the edge early in the 2nd. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fuller. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Lived to fight another down.
Now a timeout call by the Sooners. That's their 1st. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Fuller. Might have a chance. The 40. He's at the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Gamecocks. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Thomas. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Might be changing the route. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
What a run to get them into enemy territory, and he's out of bounds at the 40. There's always been a lot of flash and sizzle to the Oklahoma offense, but it's built on being tough.
Yeah, and especially the great teams. The great teams that you think about in Oklahoma past, the ones that were in the national championship or in the playoff, those are teams that can run the football, be physical. It all started there.
Dropping back, it's Mateer. Steps away to find some room. Finds space on the right. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10. They're going to run it. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Into the end zone. Touchdown Sooners! Snagged it in the end zone and put points on the board.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
The Gamecocks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Running inside, it's McAllister. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. They'll ride the hot hand. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Sellers. Here's a heat. Breaks loose. Got 9 yards on the play. Leaves him with 3rd and a yard.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Lost one deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the paper.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Fourth down, Sellers. Makes the grab in their space. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And the Gamecocks look to keep this drive humming. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. The Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Here's Sellers to throw. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
This drive was rolling, and then it got thrown into reverse. Here's a 2nd and 18. To the air, it's Sellers. Here comes the heat. There he goes. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
This quarterback showing a lot of resiliency here on this drive because 1st down he got sacked, 2nd in California. He's able to scramble, and while he didn't get the 1st down, he's able to get a little bit of it back, and he's made this 3rd down manageable now. Let's see if he can make another play here and keep his offense on the field.
Throwing, Sellers. Safe completion on the screen. Past the 30. At the 20, he's got space. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Working that left side now. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Sooners call timeout, and that's their last one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Zings it complete to the right. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. And the Sooners racing to the line in a hurry up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Got his man to the left. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. First down here for the offense.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He's got an open man. Touchdown, Oklahoma! A great catch and run for 6.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking for room. It's McAllister. Stopped in the backfield as his defense doesn't want to let anything slip through here late in the half. This will likely be the last play of the half. They give it to him again. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look in on BYU taking on the Arizona State Sun Devils.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14.
And it's BYU hoping that the clock hits zeros while they're still in front. A victory today would move them to 8-1 and catapult this team forward as they make their stretch run. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the American Conference.
And that's a really good job by the quarterback, man. You run the play action, you want to take a shot. Nice job taking the check down. Running back does the rest and chews up some yardage.
Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go. Ready? 180. 180 go.
They'll try the right side. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. To throw, it's Mateer. Got his man at the 45 on his way. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Quarterback running on the draw. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Inside the 30. Oh, he found a space up. Touchdown, Oklahoma. They take the lead with the 6. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Sellers. Makes the grab on the left. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field. The DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Sellers. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it.
Turning it on. Past the 30. At the 20. Touchdown Sooners. Into the end zone with a breakaway score. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game. And now 18 on the season.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stuff.
its way into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Looking for a gap. It's McAllister. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
He's brought down at the 43-yard line. And that's good enough for a first down.
So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fuller. Stopped at the 47-yard line. A 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Run inside. It's McAllister. And he was able to work his way for just a few, and that will do it for the third quarter. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them.
South Carolina, 21.
It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Here's Sellers to throw. Pressure coming. Trying to buy time. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Sellers from the gun on third down. Under fire. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground.
And I don't think people realize how fast windows close in sports, man. Like, it happens so fast. It looked like the QB thought he had some space, was going to go get the first down, but you got to love the speed of the defense, corralling him quickly and stopping him short of the first down.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter. Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Fires on the move. Complete to the right. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. And the Sooners peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Here's the pressure. Got it set up on the outside. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Well, this defense is extremely disciplined. Right there, first down, screen pass. It doesn't fool them. Nice play.
Back to pass. A strike downfield. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. The Sooners are flying down the field. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Here's a little room there. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. You just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he stands for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. It's complete. He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal?
And I like the execution by this defense, understanding where the first down marker is. Let him throw the ball short, come up, get him on the ground, forcing a 4th down. Decision time for this offense.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. It is good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Wide receiver comes in motion. He wants to throw it. Rushes on him, trying to get away. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. inside. It's McAllister. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And how are you guys not impressed with this defense, man? They've been so good. They've been all over the field. And they're about to make this a very one-dimensional offense. Like, the clock is ticking, right? And they're down. They got to get aggressive. Still trying to run the football. But this defense, they've been a brick wall so far.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock. Didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Still third down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Takes the handoff. It's oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
The Sooner offense returns to the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the beatdown has ensued. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. On the run, it's McAllister. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Looks like the offense will just take a knee.